Source of feathers. Yeah. Finally don't have to switch hoods to get rid of blood. I'm guessing so. I mean, we do have water. Oh, hello. There's zombies here. We're really close to zombies. We do have water at home. I am getting close, so I'm concerned that I may die because we are getting really super close to that rainwater thing level. And this did not put much fuel in here, and I feel like I'm gonna use it up getting out. I don't think I can avoid enough of these plants. Well, that's a mini treat. That's a good thing I came down here early, because if I left this much later, I mean, it's already like late August. You know, it's funny. Playing Project Zomboid, there's something that I didn't really notice super early on when I first played, was I didn't notice that the trees changed and the seasons actively are worn on like the trees and the grass and the land and stuff like that. Like right here, this is going to be like a barricade of trees later. Like that's going to be super hard to get through. How fucking far in is this? Holy shit. I am going to, well, I'm very close to the fuel station, ironically. I probably should have siphoned one of the cars because I have got a car up there that's got fuel in it. Not a lot, but it's got stuff. Get off the bushes. I continue snuggling with flushes. Okay, so what is this place that has used up so much of our fuel just to come and look at it? Please just don't be a fucking gazebo. Okay, it's got a vending machine. It's got some tables. Turn that shit off. It's boarded up. Oh, okay. Well, they got zombies inside then. Okay. Well, that's kind of neat. Although boarded up could also mean empty, so I don't think I'm going to get lucky and find a door. Can I remove unbarricade thing? I guess I could get a shit ton of planks from here. There is a back door that could be solid. If there's a zombie inside and I make a ruckus on the front of this building, it should come out to said like door or window. Right, so also I haven't dabbled in guns. I know you guys mentioned earlier about like the 2 barricade thing with guns and stuff, but like over Christmas I like lightly dabbled, but like it was mostly just for like the shits and giggles because we found like a lot of ammo and stuff. But otherwise, oh hello, okay, it is openable, sweet. Otherwise, I really haven't used guns much. I think I used it on my very, very first playthrough, the very, very first game that I loaded in. You know, did the classic, like, you start with a gun, loaded it, used it, died kind of thing. You know how the game is kind of, like, cruel with you like that kind of thing. But since then, I use the bat really excessively. And nowadays, I'm trying to mostly just use pushing and stomping. Because even though it physically wears her out, she is a mostly at this point renewable thing, as opposed to like, yeah, okay, it wears out like her boots and shit, but oh, it's actually quite bright in here. It wears out like her boots and stuff, but like it doesn't like wear out too much beyond that. Adhesive. Where did I find the jerry can? I think, hold on, let me make sure I'm facing a direction. I think I found it, was it up there or was it the weird place here? I think it was maybe here. I don't know if I found it in that house, but I do think I found it somewhere in here or my travels to here. And I don't know which. But it is recorded in the videos and stuff. God, I saw her backpack and I thought there was a fucking head poking through the wall and I just about died. Sorry, that was very, very scary for a second there. I also want to take some shit paperwork and stuff now, if I can, because I need kindling for winter. Yeah, it will be in one of my VODs. Probably, I know April is basically all RimWorld. So probably late April, early May, it will show up, unless I still have the VOD on Twitch, or unless you guys get like a YouTube membership or some shit. I don't know. Because I don't exactly remember, but I do know that I came across it in like the last week or so when I streamed. So it will be in amongst there. So it could still exist. I don't know. I know it's just super not helpful, but it's like that's the general idea. Is I know I got it really recently and only in like the last like week or so. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty mint looking jerry can, honestly. It was like pretty heavy duty. It is unfortunately kind of heavy because it is metal, but yeah, nothing much I can do about that. Fuck knows if a clipboard's useful for anything. Lunchbox, it's got some stale food in it. I want to take paper and basic magazines and shit. Now, I wasn't taking it before. Can you equip that as your secondary for just a second so I can see if there's any good food in it? And there's a water thing in here, so I might be able to take another water dispenser. Where did that go? You. I can take that and the pretzels and the shortbread stuff. I would imagine, though, that, like, if you had, unless it was in its own packaging, right? Just imagine that all this stuff is rotted in there for a second. Unless it's, like, sealed itself, right? I would assume that that would actually be one of those, like, ew kind of things where you don't want to eat the other thing. I'm going to steal this, though. I don't know if I've got to take the tank off it. It might be empty. It might be empty to have allowed me to do that. But I'll go chuck this in the car. I haven't encountered zombies yet. There could be. It is a restaurant-y place. And I don't really see much activity out here, but she is a little bit puffed. And it is getting a little bit late. Unfortunately, it took me like a whole fucking day to get through this. But yeah. I don't know if like the jerry cans ever kind of, what do you call it, like break down sort of thing? Like if the plastic ones ever kind of like become useless at any point. I kind of feel like in this game they don't. But a metal one would be pretty useful to have just in case. It would be also really neat if you could kind of use it to smack zombies over the head, like clumsily, like a large blunt thing, because it has a handle, right? Most jerry cans have a handle, and a solid metal thing would be hitting them with like a giant lunchbox, essentially. Weaponized fuel. Like obviously if it's full, I don't think you'd be able to get a really good swing at it. But I'm just saying, you know. I see you lurking, Keelan. That does switch hoods. Nah, that's not bad. So yeah, I don't know why she's super agitated. She's tired. She's hopeless. I could make her sleep the night. I do want to see if there's anything in there, but I'll walk her over there while we snack on something, and then I want to go through the rest of the place. I want to make sure it's well lit, but of course it could be fucking raining tomorrow, you know. So there's no promises that it's going to be well lit up. There were a couple of zombies in the area, but there's like almost nothing here, considering how close we were to a fuel station. There's like nothing in there. And as far as I can tell, there's... I mean, unless there's something behind the place, there could be a generator here. Not that I really need another one, but I could put it up at the fuel station, alternatively. Which, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so she's had a couple of snacks. Let's chuck her in the car. And she's done, I assume, eating? I don't know what she just did. Maybe she couldn't get in the door. The other thing I want to check too is the... I'd like to see the door situation because I found that she was not... I'll move her over. It doesn't look like it's open. I'll move her over anyway because I can see this door looks like it's fucking shut. And I have found that she... Sometimes when she was walking up to the doors, she would open the doors and it wouldn't like show me that she'd opened a door, and then I'd be sitting there with the door open, but she couldn't get in the fucking car. So alright, well that's not too bad. It's kind of late early morning. We don't really have spare water, but she could eat her chips. Her chips should kind of make her happy. It's... oh fuck, it's raining. Of course it is raining. Wait, why are you... I don't know what her problem is. I have a magazine. You could do a crossword. It's a little bit dark. You want to read that? Do your crossword. See if that makes you happy. I'm gonna, like, I've got a magazine and I've got a couple of things she could play with. I should also put the magazine, the paperwork, and this stuff in here because she'll have enough food. I think she's like reading her crossword thing at the moment. It keeps kind of bringing her out of it. I don't know if it's like not causing her damage. It's definitely like stopping her from doing shit. Okay. The other thing too is I would really like to get her water, and there is a kitchen in there. I'll read another thing just to see if I can make her a tiny bit happier, and also to give us a little bit more time into daylight, ideally. She's had some food. It's a little bit brighter. It's only going to get brighter as she goes inside. There's no zombies around. Okay, she's down to agitated. Alright, get your thing out. I might need a torch. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to need a torch for this. Glad I put new batteries in. Also glad for the most part I'm using like the push and stomp method. Okay. I could steal that, dear. That'd be fine. Fancy a like trophy buck. So we got nice closed off solid doors. I do need to get water. Oh, this is a bigger room than I thought it was going to be. Don't have jump scare zombies. Okay. I should be fine for the moment. What the fuck is in here? Okay, cool. Okay. I was going to say, I'm like, please just don't have a zombie in there. I'm not opening the stalls and shit. Fuck that. Let's fill up your water bottle so that you've got some water. And you're already, like, still clean and stuff. So we're still good. I gotta, like, double fill it because I noticed that she, like, immediately drank it. Cool. Okay, so you got yourself some water. It's super, super dark. I could get a lot of barricades here. I don't need to go into this room, but I just wanted to make sure. I'm going to clear out a place. I'm going to clear out a place, you know. Okay. No zombies. Alright. I am a little bit concerned there could be somebody in the kitchen. Oh, it doesn't seem to be. No. Shut the door again. We're looking good so far. I'm not seeing anybody back there. There could be somebody in that small room. These have got, like, rotted everything. This is not the kind of kitchen I was hoping for. There's another storeroom in here, too. I'm not hearing, like, any banging, though, but I've had a couple of silent zombies. They're the worst. Oh, yeah, this is a conjoint room. I haven't really come across one of these before, so that's neat. Okie dokie. What do we got? A new box of nails. Fantastic. And a tarp. I would like to try, as I said earlier, I did have a question about crowbars. Like, I don't know if it's a modded thing or an unmodded thing, but can I use, like, crowbars to, like, pry open doors and shit in, like, vanilla Zomboid? Because I don't know. And I really mostly have only watched people that's got mods and shit. So, as far as I know, it's probably a mod. But what else we got? We got corn. I think I got a pipe wrench. I'm going to take, like, most of the stuff here. Honestly, because, like, a sponge, a dish towel, all that shit. I'm sure I can use this at some point. Pipe wrench, I'm pretty sure I've got one, but free tools and or slash weapon. So, in the West. Oh, yes! Another fucking glove. Hold on a ticket. Which one have I got? Ah, it's another left. Damn it. I'm guessing that that's a consistent thing because, you know, butchering, you're supposed to be primarily, like, right-handed, but there's got to be an alternative for the lefties out there. There has to be. But another free glove. So, neat. I will take that. That's kind of cool. This is not what I wanted, by the way. I wanted a fireplace. And this place definitely does not have one. But we have water. And I don't want a stale potato. All this books. And a hunting knife. And a broken banjo neck. I might not take... no, I won't take the banjo neck. I'm curious. I'm curious if I can weaponize that. Because it says, like, junk and weapon, but, like, no. I will take, like, the dish towels, because, like, I know that when I want to... what do you call it? What was I looking at just then? I kind of got distracted with the fucking thing. Yeah, dish towels. I know that when, like, I clean her and stuff, I would like the ability to dry her, and there's always the chance that it has, like, another use elsewhere. Marinara sauce. Neat. Okay, well, she's getting hungry. She's like in a perpetual loop of stressness. We got coffee. Okay. I would like to. I will take the mug. Actually, we're gonna try to be fancy. We're gonna try to make a cup of coffee, and I'll take that spoon because I don't know if I got a spoon. There's also a teacup. I mean, I guess if I'm gonna have tea, I should have it in the right thing. I also feel like the oven mitts. I haven't really dabbled with those, but at some point I will. Anyway, I'm taking like a lot of the stuff here because there's really not a lot of stuff that I want. And I'm kind of hoping to like make up for it by having like other shit. What do we got? Rotten burrito. I should be able to turn off my light by now. I also forgot I should be kind of like adventuring in the crouch format. But this is fine. Can I not get pasta? Pork chops, rotten ham, and anything else. Sausages. Okay. So nothing actually useful here. There's like a shit ton of planks. If I wanted to get free wood, I could definitely get a fuck ton of planks here. And honestly, there's like nothing much else. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to come down for anything else. So fuck it. Why not? It's free wood to burn during winter that I don't have to cut down. And it might even give me some more carpentry skills. So, you know, win-win. Can you transfer everything out of here? Because I shouldn't have anything I want to keep on me. I will probably eat the bin cakes at some point. She's getting hungry and I've got to go do stuff. I kind of wish that I could kind of cut through the thing. I guess if I was walking, I could take this skinny-ass road. She's taking damage. Her weight's going down again. We're good for the moment. Like, there was only like a zombie out on the pathway. I'm just a tiny bit concerned that she is going to run out of fuel on that pathway because it slowed her down and like consumed so much stuff. I also got like blacksmithing and carving and stuff and a fresh water dispenser that does have like a small amount. I don't know where I'm going to put that. I'm probably going to like use the, what do you call it? I'm going to use like maybe the laundry room to just stockpile a shit ton of like water or something. I don't know. I see no harm in having a couple of them because like if I get to a point where I'm boiling up a lot of water, I can just freely go and get water whenever I need to then. And I can fill it up because the biggest gripe I've had is whenever I boil up buckets, they're like, what, 10 liters or something? And then I have to sit there and fill up each individual bottle of water, like by transferring liquids from that fucking bucket. I can't just autofill all of them. So by having a couple of dispensers, chucking a couple of buckets of water in those, I can automatically just fill up all my drink bottles. And it's going to be super fucking efficient. I should put one in with the fireplace room so I don't have to leave that room. If I don't have to. I do have a shit ton of other stuff in here. That needs to go back in there. And the rest of the stuff, I'll try to make a coffee maybe when we go home. But I'm going to walk around and try to get all the planks of wood. Just free wood, right? And we're going to eat those quagga cakes that we found in the bin because, you know, we have choices here in the apocalypse and bin cakes are bin cakes. So, yeah. When you're done eating, I would like... I don't know if she's going to unbarricade all of it or just one at a time. I'm curious about this. And she's still clean. So she's hurt. I'm assuming she's uncomfortable and hopeless is giving her agitated. Maybe. So which one are you going to take out? 1 or 3? 1. Okay. That's fine. I will get you to do it a couple more times. Okay. I don't know if she's going to like stack these. There we go. All right. We'll grab a couple more of these and then we'll chuck them in the car. It's going to take her like most of this day, I reckon. Honestly, it's not the worst possible thing to have happened because like we're going to get a lot of free wood. And I don't have to do anything to it. I might even get a little bit of carpentry skills doing this. And not a lot, but like, yeah. I don't think it gives me nails though. So that's only one thing that I wasn't really thinking about before, but when I'm putting up the barricades and taking them back down, I don't know if I'm getting the nails back from taking them out. And I know that like, if you're a reasonably good like person at woodworking and shit, like in real life, you can like pull out nails relatively like straight without like damaging them too much to be able to like reuse them if you're like good at that shit. But yeah, of course there's like of course the default where most people kind of like pull it and curl it and stuff. But no, you can actually like if you're careful about it, you can pull them mostly straight out and like reuse them and shit. It's good. I have done like renovations and shit. I'm I'm aware of like the cost saving aspect of like scrounging a few nails makes like doesn't seem like it's a lot, but if you have like a lot of projects and shit, it matters. That's kind of full. That's a good point. I only have so many seats that I can put the shit in. So hold on, I gotta be on this side. She may not be able to carry all the wood from this place, to be fair. Put it on the passenger side. How much can I fit? Is it to 20? How much is 20 of these? Get like maybe six or so. They'll do. So, yeah. We'll have to probably carry most of the rest by the look of it. I do want to eventually fuck around with like some gardening. Right? I'm not really big interested in maintaining like the finer aspects of a garden. Like I don't mind game gardens and stuff like that where they kind of like hold their own and you can live and be and shit for a while. But yeah, we'll have to see what kind of, because I heard you guys say that like, oh, you have to like water them and like tend to them a little bit and like certain seasons and stuff like that. I'm not good at that shit. So let's see how many of these we can pull off without her. I do want to feed her when we get back to the car. But I'm only going to be able to put so many of these. I do obviously have like a full empty backpack. I could put it into that as well. Just means that when she's full, she's full up. I also am a bit sketchy about going around the back. There is like a wood pile and stuff, but I can't see around the back of the place. And for all I know, there could be a zombie. Or there could be zombies in the trees. Like, I don't know, you know? So I might, I'll grab like the couple on this end, because there's a couple here. And then I'll get the ones up near the car, alternatively. Because that way I can see better. And yeah, whatever I can't carry will just stay here. And we'll just have counted ourselves lucky to have gotten X number of wood that I didn't have to cut up, that we will be able to burn if we need to in winter. Whether it's logs or planks or scraps, whatever. It's all still useful. I also wouldn't mind... I wouldn't mind being able to click on, like, you know the ivy and shit that's growing on the walls? I'm guessing I was supposed to go through, like, that window. But yeah, I wouldn't mind being able to click on, like, the ivory and shit and be like, remove. Like, if I wanted to. I know that it kind of, like, forcibly grows up and like dies off in winter and it's a full visual effect and stuff, but I wouldn't mind. I guess you can clean it and that might do it maybe. I don't know. Although like the inside of this place is pretty grotty. It kind of looks like it's had like water splashed on it, like the outside of a wall as opposed to the inside of a wall. I guess I should also probably check that bin too. Okay. So we've got quite a lot of wood now. Chocolate chips. Fine, you know what? Eat it. An empty glass too, but who throws out a fucking plain ass glass? Anyway. I can't fit more than there, so we'll have to see what we can fit on the seat. And then she's kind of okay for food, sort of. You remove Ivy from the build menu. I kind of figured there was it somewhere, but I wasn't quite sure. Because, yeah, I feel like I've seen it. I must have come across it at some point, and I'm just like, it's one of those things where it was sort of irrelevant to my stage of gaming, and I just kind of didn't pay attention. And I was like, oh, that's neat. I'll never find that shit again. Kind of like how, like, I occasionally come across stuff that's, like, actually useful, but I don't, like, I can't use it, or I don't have the stuff, or I don't, like, I'm not about to do that. Something. I don't know if you've moved everything, but I'll give you some beans. I was going to give it chips because that might make her gain a bit of weight. She can have the chips maybe afterwards. Mind you, I have also been like really good about trying to like feed her relatively clean shit instead of just my first couple of girls, it was just sugar, oil, lollies, chips. Fuck, I could go for some chips. I don't have chips, but I could go for chips. Um, it's just like one of those things. Whenever I do like a lot of art or rigging stuff, it uses like a high level of like brain power that just like absolutely fucking physically grounds me from like the mental output and shit. And all I want is like fatty shit like a yogurt or a fucking ice cream or chips or some shit like salt and crap. I'm sure there's like a proper thing out there that's like, you know, it does like, I don't know, it's like electrolyte replenishment or like, I know that the fats of like the brain cells recovery or some shit. I don't know. Connection stuff. Like, also like fish. I tend to want like fish when I do a lot of rigging. Next week's going to be a very interesting week because I'm going to have like no energy and I'm going to want really specific food and I can't afford really specific food at this time. I've got like just bare minimum foods and yeah, it's going to be like a really hard week. I'm just going to be like, I have got already the I got the Godfather stick things, the like spicy salami shit. I've already pre-bought that. So I can definitely still eat that. I've got like a block of like cheese. I intend to eat that. I intend to eat that and I need to like check my yogurts to make sure they're either still in date or I need to replace them. Because yeah, that's pretty much all I'll probably eat next week. Is like that when I'm rigging. I don't know if there's more blocks on this side or if there were blocks on the back. There's a dirty fedora and there's a one golf club. I don't think I have a golf club yet. Kinda can't like carry it super well, but whatever. I'll take it. I also don't have any hats. I don't know if you can pull apart. It's like with socks and stuff, you can't like pull them apart and shit. So I'll just take this corner wide because I'm also wary of zombies. This looks like this was completely unbarricaded and that's where you're probably supposed to come into this place again. Alright, so there's only like a couple of trash cans on the back. I'm not seeing any zombies on this side. And there's also no more like, unless this door has barricades, it might. There's sour chips. Yeah. Rotten dead mouse. What's the other one? Nothing. Alright, well, we'll get the barricades off this. Oh, I can steal an exit sign. Neat. I'll take the barricades and then we'll try to get out of here. The other thing too is if I'm super over encumbered and I have to walk to the fucking petrol station or something, that's an issue. But I should probably stop by the petrol station and use up whatever happens to be there. Like siphon off another car or something if I can. I also wouldn't mind double checking the storage place because I'm pretty sure I looted it for books, but I was only looking for books when I was there the first time, so I wasn't really paying attention to what else was in there. And I don't know, like, if there was tools, I would have taken it. If there was books, I would have taken it. If there's anything else, I would not have. Because when I went there the first time, I was in the priority of, like, trying to get, I don't know how you say it, like, I was trying to kind of get as much as I could, as quickly as I could. I feel like that pathway, although it's really narrow, I feel like the car might make it through there better. Good morning from New York City. Oh, yeah. Well, it's 12:30 a.m. Saturday in Australia now, so yeah, bit of a difference. I'll see if I can make it eat some stuff too. I'll see if I can stick a plank or two. Can you imagine being able to fit a fucking plank in your glove box? Like, have a think about that for a second in a car. It's like most cars can barely fit like a fucking like 2x4 fucking plank in like the length of the car, right? And this car's glove box is able to like fit 2-3 planks. I just imagine sticks of wood coming out of every like orifice of this car. Like there's like, you know, you're driving along, the glove box has like sticks like poking out of everywhere. The passenger seat's got sticks poking everywhere, and